An oil spill in Saanich is causing a major environmental issue there, killing spawning salmon returning to the Colquitt's River. As Aaron Esler shows us, local residents fear what impact this will have long term.
We've taken one of the panels out, as you can see here, to allow the fish to move up and down the creek freely.
Removing this fish trap, volunteers hope to save any remaining coho salmon that are still alive in the Colquitt's River.
You got a male or female?
Female. 3 females, unfortunately. It is vital that we as a community make sure the authorities do everything they can to assess how bad the damage is and to protect this really, really sensitive wild run of coho.
Last week, up to 1,000 liters of heating oil spilled from a homeowner's fuel tank, pouring into Saanich's Swan Creek. The smell of pollutants coming from the creek still fills the air, and the contaminated water continues to flow downstream and into the Colquitt's River.
That's the boy fish, George.
This part of the river is a popular spot for people to bring their children and educate them about migrating salmon. But now, volunteers worry this spill could make their future runs disappear.
It's always a struggle with these creeks to keep the fish and the runs healthy. We've had the best run so far this year, and it's been devastated.
We came down here and see the destruction, and it's so sad.
On the year that we have the greatest returns of coho to this creek, what a tragedy.
This environmental consultant says more needs to be done to prevent this type of environmental damage from happening again.
Well, the best way to prevent it is, number one, have your tank checked. You know, if it's old at all, have it checked. Number two, set up some sort of secondary containments.
For now, booms are in place to catch as much of the oil as possible, and the Ministry of Environment's emergency response team is investigating. The job will be all the harder due to the severe rains leveled on the Saanich River this weekend, swelling the waterway as volunteers try to contain the spill.